That is the southernmost point in the continental United States, and this is my boat. I'm taking this thing from here in Key West all over the United States, up to Pennsylvania, to my hometown, all the way across, zigzagging through the United States until I make it up to Seattle, Washington, or possibly even farther up into Canada. 25-year-old Grady-White, baby. Let's go. Day one of the journey starts right now. Well, 6 hours later, and we are down here in Key West. Finally. I left my friend's house at 6 a.m. this morning and it is now noon. I had to go pick up the boat at a storage yard. That took a little bit of time. It was kind of out of the way. That's what added a lot of time. And then also it's like 45 miles an hour the entire way down the Keys. But we're here, getting the boat prepped. I just pulled up to the 11th Street public boat ramp here in Key West. It's free, it's really tiny, and there's nobody here. Right down here at the end of this little street. So we'll see how this goes. We got a solo launch with the new Grady-White. Time to loop this truck around and back down this tiny ramp. E-brake on. The boat is floating. Not much room on either side of the boat here. And we are free of the trailer. While we're floating here very slowly, I'm going to clip on a fender there, maybe clip one on there. Gotta drive. That was way harder than it should have been. I got it tied around the garbage can on the side over there. Got another camera over there, another camera there. Trying to manage all this, and I gotta go park the truck. And also, in the midst of that, something fell off the side of my boat. I heard a big plop, something big, and I don't know what it was. But look at this nice trailer. Look at this nice truck cap I picked up. I got that for this trip because I need more room to fit all my belongings on this huge journey. All right, I just quickly exported the clip of whatever fell off the boat to my phone so I could zoom in and see what it was. And it literally was just the end of the dock line, splooped into the water. I don't know, I thought it might've been something important, but I'm stupid. Thank goodness I have camera angles everywhere. Truck parked down there. We're way down this canal. We gotta cruise way down there, get out to some open ocean, out to some blue water. This is nasty in here. Well, it is official. We have begun the massive journey with this boat, starting here in Key West. I've never been here in my life. This is my very first time. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. So I hope you guys can learn something with me as we do this. We're gonna learn trial by fire here, as we always do. And then maybe one day, when I have 20 million subscribers, I can buy a boat like this one right here. But I really want to thank every single one of you guys that has been leaving comments on the past two videos where I kind of announced this Grady-White and the entire adventure that I'm doing from Key West to Canada or Seattle, wherever we're going. I got to admit, I'm slightly overwhelmed with the amount of comments that I got with locations, invites. It's incredible. Thank you guys so much. I know for a fact that it is impossible for me to hit every single spot, and I apologize for not responding to every single message. It's just so many freaking locations. I am incredibly grateful for all of you guys. Obviously, I'm going to try to stop at as many spots as I can that you guys have suggested. I have a few spots that I already know set in my head that I'm gonna go to, and now that I've been reading through all the comments and all the DMs on Instagram, oh boy, I am overloaded with locations. It is insane. And speaking of Instagram, if you guys follow me there, I post a lot more stories, more up to date, more real time of where I'm at, so you guys can kind of follow along on the journey. So if you want to stay up to date on the trip, follow me here on Instagram, shoot me a DM. One thing that I just haven't really been able to figure out yet is how to organize and remember everybody, because just one example, a guy messaged me from Seattle, my hypothetical ending point. He invited me out places that he knows with his family, their boats, all these cool locations, but by the time I get there, there's no way I'm gonna remember who it was on Instagram or what email it was or what comment it was on YouTube of who invited me to that spot. I feel like once I get there, I'm just gonna be in a brain scramble of who the heck invited me out in Seattle? Who invited me out in North Carolina? Who invited me out in Texas? It's so hard to keep track. I literally need a personal assistant to help organize all this stuff that can be like, oh wait, Brandon, you're in South Carolina. There was XYZ people that invited you here in South Carolina. Let's message them, let's make it happen. So that's been really difficult to manage by myself. And it's only been 2 videos announcing this trip. This is officially the first video of the entire trip. So I don't know, I'm a mess. We'll try to figure that out. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more speed here through this canal. It's a really long freaking canal. And then hopefully get out to some bright blue water. Let's go. All right, we're going under this little bridge. Look how many scrape marks there are on the ceiling or on the roof of this thing from antennas and whatnot. It's pretty low. And there were actually some pretty big boats back there. It's freaking beautiful out here. Oh my God. Woo-hoo. Look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. This is what I am talking about. This is what I wanted to see. Bright blue. Don't know how to navigate it, but we're gonna figure it out. I made it to the end of the channel markers, so I assume that means everything's good past here, but I can't assume that. It's reading 6 feet deep, but I need to cruise really far that way, around the bottom side to the southernmost point. We gotta make it down there. The southernmost point in the continental US, that's the mission right now. That's where we're going. Okay, cool. We got a couple other boats cruising out here. These people look like they might be going that way. I'm gonna take it slow, cruise a little bit, and hopefully not run aground. Absolutely gorgeous out here. I am sweating. It is over 90 degrees and freaking, whew. I'm about to take a dip in here before we make it over to the southernmost point in the continental US. But before I jump in and before we head over there, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, TsarBomba watches. They make premium quality watches that are very robust and precision engineered. This one specifically is from their quick release atomic collection, and this one's good up to 100 meters underwater. So this is perfect for my life, being out on the water and exploring all over the country. If I fall in the water and got my watch on, no big deal. You can order tons of different combinations of colors and designs for this watch, and their quick release system lets you easily pop off, swap colors, swap the faceplate, create any sort of style and color combination that you want. And they look freaking nice. I feel like different wearing this. I don't know, it's weird, but these things are super nice. So if you live an active lifestyle like me, or if you just want to look good, check out the link in the description of this video. Use my link, use my code for a discount on their website. But they make videos like this possible for you guys. It is not cheap putting fuel in boats, definitely not. But thanks again to TsarBomba for sponsoring today's video and keeping me out here doing what I absolutely love to do. And now it's time to get over to the southernmost point in the continental US. But I gotta jump in with the watch on. Let me show you how fast this thing gets on plane with just me in it. Even with a lot of people in it, it gets on fast. Oh boy, this would ruin somebody's day. Oh my gosh, it's so heavy. Woo! Look at that thing. That thing's huge. That would rip a lower unit off, or the whole motor, who knows? That thing is heavy. All right, let's continue. Well, there she is right there. The official monument of the southernmost point in the United States, continental United States. I can't get too close with the boat because we're already in 2 feet right here at the back of the boat. So it is very freaking shallow up there, and I'm not trying to mess up the Grady. But it looks like a heck of a tourist attraction. It's just a single file line of people, one after another, waiting to take photos with it. I mean, I guess I'm literally doing the same thing. I'm just on a boat, so I can't really make fun of anybody. I was thinking about dropping anchor and walking over, but I just really don't want to wait in a line full of people and then talk to a camera in front of everybody. I hate talking to a camera when there's people around. When it's me on my boat by myself, no big deal, but when there's people around, I'm super awkward. All right, let's head over and check out. There's a key right on the other side I saw on Google Maps called Sunset Key. I think it has a really popular restaurant on it. Most of the restaurants are actually closed right now. They're closed from like midday, like 2:30 to 5 or 6 p.m. Or most of them just don't open until later. So I'm gonna cruise by. Looks like a really tiny little key, and go check out what there is down here. Short ride, and we're at Sunset Key, which is apparently just a 27-acre super tiny island that's all residential, a little bit resort style, with a really bougie restaurant called Latitudes that I'm not gonna go to. I think they actually close right now. We're gonna go find another restaurant. I was suggested the Schooner Wharf Bar, so we're gonna go check that place out. I gotta look it up on Google Maps right here and figure out where we're going. Oh, it's literally right around the other side of the island in a little inlet harbor thing. I don't know. Let's rip over there. Cue very short time lapse. I'm not 100% sure where I'm allowed to dock here, so there's one spot I see. It looks terrible to get to. I gotta squeeze between all these boats. Gonna go down, loop around, and get to the side. We're gonna try it. Gave a little love tap to the dock there. Not the best job I've ever done. A little nervous. All right, successfully tied up here at the Schooner Wharf Bar. I don't know if this is guest parking. I really have no idea. I'm gonna walk over and see. We might not even be allowed to be here. Look at this nasty water all the way around. Pretty gross. It's all just getting pushed up here against the docks. It's also gonna be kind of hard to film over there because there's live music playing and I don't wanna get my video copywritten. We'll see what we can do. I found out that that actually is not guest parking. It's actually a charter boat spot right there, and he's out with some people fishing right now, so I gotta keep an eye. If I see a boat coming back, I need to hurry up, run, and move my boat. There seems to be no guest docking here, which is crazy. None of the workers at this restaurant know anything about any sort of guest docking, which is crazy. I guess everybody here must only come on foot, probably all just tourists from cruise ships and whatnot. I just switched my food order to go, so hopefully I can get it quick and get out. I want to go check out the roof. Oh. Look at this. Freaking beautiful down here in Key West. There's just me stealing some docking. It's pretty cool up here. All right, let's head back over to the boat. Last thing I need is some charter captain coming in and getting all crazy with me. I don't know if you guys have seen the super viral video of the charter captain that literally jumped onto a kid's boat. It was like some young kid, and he got on there and was like screaming at him, but literally jumped off his boat onto the kid's boat just because he was fishing in his area or something. And now here I am stealing a dock spot. It's better to eat on a boat anyways. Oh. Seems like a pretty basic chicken sandwich, but it's their jerk chicken sandwich with a side of coleslaw instead of fries. Total came out to 18 bucks plus tip. Not really that bad considering the location. And some chipotle mayo in this baby. It's all right. It's nothing crazy. I mean, I'd give it like 5 out of 10. All right, well, that was embarrassing. I freaking pushed off the dock. I don't even know how this happened. One of my lines was still laying on the dock, but attached to the boat. As I pulled away, it drug into the water and was dragging behind me next to the prop. And then the front line, I untied and threw under the dock, but it was my line. So now I gotta cruise back and grab my freaking line. I feel like I've never boated in my life today. Line retrieved. And now we're pulling out of this little port here. Let's get back out into that blue water. I was thinking about continuing and doing the loop around the entire island of Key West and then cutting back through the channel into the canal that I launched from. But on that side of the island, I'm looking on the maps and everything, and it just doesn't look like there's anything exciting over there. So I'm gonna cruise back the way I came and go 8 or 9 miles offshore to a lighthouse. Let's do that instead. And 10 miles later, here we are. It looks super far away on camera. I can't really get too close to it just because it gets super, super shallow. I mean, you can see white caps all around it because it's down to like maybe a foot or less. I mean, there's a ton of the ground actually sticking out of the water. On my Garmin, it looks like it's all a restricted area, so I don't want to get too close. Right now, we're in 12 feet of water. I'll fly the drone and get a little bit closer to it in a minute. But it's kind of crazy to think that we are 10 miles south of the continental United States. Technically, Hawaii is farther south, but we don't count Hawaii. It's the very, very southern tip of Florida right there. And the boat is doing freaking amazing. I am in love with this boat, freaking in love with it. I'm gonna have to jump in again. It's freaking hot. I've just been seeing a lot of videos of great whites attacking boats and stuff. All these terrifying great white shark videos, and it's kind of creeping me out. But I still might have to take a dip. All right, I'm gonna jump in, and then we're gonna transition into drone shots in 3, 2, 1. I'm coming back into this channel to go all the way back down the canal, and I guess the tide went down or something, but I literally hit the bottom over there, prop hit something, then I just tried cruising. I'm like right next to the markers, and it was 1.5 foot deep, and then I hit the bottom right there. I'm really hoping I didn't mess up my prop. That's like $800. Crazy how shallow this is in here. I'm 3 feet. This is not good in here. And look at it. I even made sure that I was exactly on my trail from before. I knew that it was deep where I went before, but I don't know. I still hit the bottom twice. Once with the prop, one with the hull. There's a whole bunch of jellyfish in here. I've never seen jellyfish like this, and I've also never seen this many jellyfish. It's insane. They're everywhere. They're all over the bottom here. It's a pretty cool thing to see at the end of the day, coming back into the canal. I didn't expect that. They're endless. They're literally everywhere. Check it out. This is just like Gunner's, except skinny version. The McKee Craft Unsinkable. Boom, 17 footer, baby. That entire canal, the whole thing, full of jellyfish. I did not see a single one on my way out. I don't know if I just wasn't paying attention or what, but what kind? No idea, because I don't know anything about anything. Time to pull this boat out. Let's see if it's easier than the Robalo. Well, that's a wrap on adventure number 1, Key West, Southernmost Point in the continental US. I am sweating like freaking crazy just from the little bit of time getting this thing on the trailer, but it went smooth. Got it on the trailer pretty smoothly. It'll get better and better as we go. But it's time to take this setup and start driving farther north. My tentative plans in my head so far: Key West video, something near Miami, West Palm, Tampa, Destin, Florida, Pensacola area, and then up into the lakes. So let me know what you guys think of this whole idea of this series. This is only episode 1 of many, many, many. Who knows how many there's gonna be, but it's gonna be a lot. And I'm hoping to meet up with some of you guys along the way. Thank you guys for watching this one. I gotta throw gas in this thing. I actually almost ran out today. That's another reason why I had to cut today a little bit short, but that's on me. Catch you guys for the next video. Driving north.